What's up, Grim Crew? Welcome back to the channel for another video. I am the Grim Gamer. My friends call me D. Thanks for clicking on this video and checking it out. You see the title, you see the thumbnail. I am in the car getting ready to head out. I'm going to be heading to Sandusky, Ohio for the TORG Gamers Market. This is the first game convention that I've ever been to, so I'm very excited about this, and I've been looking forward to this for several weeks, if not several months, and it's finally here, and I'm going to be heading down and checking it out. Now, when I go down there, I got a checklist of several specific things that I'm looking for. The biggest thing that for me that I think I'm going to be looking for today is I'd like to get my hands on a PSP. The PSP, I guess with the exception of the Portal, whatever that is, I don't even really know what that is, which I don't really even care about that much. But with the exception of that one, the PSP is the only thing like hardware related with Sony that I don't have. I've got the original PlayStation all the way through up to the 5, and then I also have the Vita. So the PSP is the only one I'm missing. So I'll be looking for a PSP. I would like to find a couple PSP games, obviously, to go with it. If you're going to get a little console, you got to have something to play on the thing. And then maybe some other games, obviously, for any of the other consoles that I'm already collecting for. And then maybe some other little trinkets to go on the shelf. I'd like to find something maybe Uncharted related, if I can, to add to the Uncharted collection. And maybe some kind of a gaming related hat. I like my hats. You'll never see me without a hat. And I don't have a gaming hat. So I'd like to have a gaming hat. So I'm getting ready to get out on the road right now and head that direction, so stay tuned where I'm going to be taking the camera with me and documenting my entire experience down in Sandusky for the TORG Gamers Market. So stick around and join me on this game hunting adventure. Here I am at Cedar Point Sports Center where TORG Gamers Market is being held. There's a bit of a line, but we'll get in here and let's check out the festivities and see if we can find some games. Oh, no way. Some Fighting Force? Hell yeah. Oh boy, where to begin? Alright, everybody, I have made it back home from TORG Gamers Market in Sandusky, Ohio. It's time for the pickups, and yeah, I spent a lot. I spent a lot of money, and I probably shouldn't have, but I did. What's done is done. But I've never been to an event or any convention like this before. I was excited, and I had a certain amount of money that I had decided quite a long time ago that I was going to set aside and take with me, and that was the amount that I had to spend, and I didn't go over that, so there is that. So now, the pickups from what I got there. Starting out, you'll see that right over my right shoulder is my Uncharted collection, and if you recall at the beginning of the video I said I want to see if I can find something for the Uncharted collection to put on the shelf, and I did find me something. I got me one of the Nate Drake Funko Pops. This is actually the Target variant. There's 3 different versions that I know of this, and I've had a hell of a time finding any of them. But I finally found me one, and they were half off too, so decided to pick them up, and now that's not where it's going to stay, but Nate Drake Funko Pop to go with the Uncharted collection. Now, I know, get to the games, D. What are you doing? We don't want to see that. Well, we're getting to them right now. So starting off with the most modern thing that I did pick up today is I found Tomb Raider, the definitive edition. I do have this already, but the Shadow and Rise of the Tomb Raider versions that I have are kind of like a little bit more special editions, art books and whatnot. This one is the same thing, and it was in really good shape, and this one actually has, it's actually got the insert still in here too, but it's got, well, I'll have to pick them up, hold on, in a second, but it's got the art book in here, so I'll be able to check that out. So this version, excuse me, this version just goes better with the other versions of the other 2 games that I got, so I figure I can just get rid of the standard version now that I've picked up this version of the first Tomb Raider in that trilogy. So we've got Tomb Raider Definitive Edition art book version. From there, I guess we'll go with some cartridge stuff. Starting off with, on the Sega Genesis, we got Jungle Strike. And I recall as a kid playing one of these. Now, I don't know if it was this one or if it was Desert Strike. I don't recall. But I seem to have some kind of a memory of playing one of these as a kid. So I was, well, I'm going to snatch this one up, and maybe it is this one. So we got Jungle Strike on the Genesis. Continuing with Genesis, we've got Road Rash 3. And this was the final of the 3 on the Genesis that I needed. So now I have 1, 2, and 3. I love me some Road Rash. They've always been some of my favorite games on the Genesis. I don't believe I've ever played 3. But, well, I had to have this to complete the trifecta of Road Rash on the Genesis. So now we have that one as well. So that was it for the Genesis. Over on the Super Nintendo now, I only got one Super Nintendo game, but I found and played a little of this on the Switch because they have the Super Nintendo like emulators or whatever they are on the Switch. And I played a little of this, and I really enjoyed it, actually. This is Fighter's History on the Super Nintendo. This one reminded me quite a bit of like Street Fighter 2. And I enjoyed this one quite a bit on the Switch. And so I've been looking for a physical version of it for quite some time and finally found me one. So we got Fighter's History on the Super Nintendo. Moving right along, we are going to go to the PlayStation 2, I guess. Always been a huge fan of the Rocky movies, so I decided to pick up Rocky Legends. I don't know if, as far as a boxing game goes, if this is any good or not. I have no clue. But the idea that you can not only play as Rocky, but you can also play as Apollo, Clubber, and Drago, and play some of their stories in this too, that intrigues me. So maybe I actually get some of the backstories of some of these iconic characters throughout the Rocky franchise. And we got it complete in box, so you know me, I like my complete in box stuff. So we've got Rocky Legends on the PlayStation 2. I am excited to pop that in and check it out. So continuing with the PS2, I have been trying to collect all of the Jak and Daxter games. As far as I know, there was like 6 of them. And I've already got 3 of them before this. So today I finally picked up Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy, the first one. And as many games that was there, and as many copies of this that I found, this was the only one I could find that actually had the like manual. It's actually, I think this folds out into like a whole poster or something. It's not like a traditional manual, but about every single version of this that I found did not have that until I finally found this one. So it was a chore, but we found it. So now we have the first Jak and Daxter. And speaking of that series, I don't think Naughty Dog did this final one, but on the PS2 we've got Jak and Daxter: The Lost Frontier. Now, doing a smidge bit of research on this, it seemed like some people just didn't really consider this as part of it. But on the back here, as part of the description, it does say that this picks up where the previous trilogy leaves off. So, as far as I'm concerned, then that means then it continues the story, and I would like to do a full playthrough of this entire series, so I needed this one as well. So we have The Lost Frontier on the PS2. Probably as far as game-wise, my most expensive pickup of the day is going to be this one here, also on the PlayStation 2. I finally found Shadow the Hedgehog on the PlayStation 2. This one, complete, however, it's got the standard disc, but the greatest hits cover. And I picked this one up along with, I think, 1 or 2 other ones at the same time. And I should have paid attention a little bit more, because I actually found this a little bit cheaper later in the day. And I also didn't realize until just now that it was like the standard version in the greatest hits label. That's kind of unfortunate, and a little bummed out about that actually now. But I've never played this, and I've been wanting to play this for quite some time. So one way or another, I guess, I do now have a copy of Shadow the Hedgehog on the PlayStation 2. So that's it for the PlayStation 2 pickups. We got several more still here. So I've got, on the PS Vita, found me Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation. This was a little bit of a cheapy one. But the Vita, over here in the States at least, never did get a lot of love. And ever since buying the thing, I've been having a hard time of finding games that I'd be interested in actually playing on the thing. I've never played any of the Assassin's Creeds. I don't own any of the, well, excuse me. I've played Valhalla on the PS4, and I played a little bit of Origins, but Origins bored the hell out of me. But I figure, you know what? I would like to have something else to play on the Vita, so I found this one, and so I decided to pick that one up for the Vita. Then over here on the GameCube, we have, just a moment, I found me a couple GameCube games. I found a lot of GameCube games today, but only 2 of them I actually grabbed because, well, GameCube games are expensive. So, we've got Super Mario Sunshine on the GameCube. This, complete in box, all good there. So this one is one that I've been eyeing for quite some time. I've never played, and I've never got into a whole lot of things Mario very often or very much. But there's something about this one that intrigues me. It doesn't seem... It's probably, you know, like another 3D platformer, but the whole water jetpack thing is... I feel like it adds a little bit of different dynamic or something. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know. Again, I've never played it. But it seems interesting to me, and I've been wanting a copy of it for a while, and I found me one. Also, so last pickup on the GameCube, there's only 2 of them. But here's another one that I've never played, and I've never been interested up until now. And I've been looking at it for a while, and I found one, and I found the version that I actually wanted also. We got Metroid Prime on the GameCube, and this one has the Prime 2 Echoes bonus disc. This, complete in box, both discs, and it even has the little confidential insert thing in here still also as well. So there was, once again, this I've never played any Metroids, none ever. But something about this one intrigues me, and when I realized when I was looking it up that there was a bonus disc version of it, that's the one I wanted. That's the one I found, and was able to add that to the collection today. So I'm pretty psyched about that. So, with that all being said, I wanted to add something to the Uncharted shelf. Check. I wanted to get just several things for several different consoles. Check, 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 check. I wanted to find some kind of game-related hat. That did not happen. Fail on that one, but I'm very particular about my hats. But one of the main things that I was searching for, that I really wanted, that I said at the beginning of this video, was a PSP. And today I found one, and it's this silver variant of the 3000 model. And I found this one at, I thought, was a very good price. Now, it's not perfect. It is a little scuffed on the bottom here, but all the buttons work. The screen, there's nothing wrong with it. It plays games just fine because the gentleman that was selling it let me put a game in it, let me test it, let me fiddle with all the buttons, all of that stuff. There's actually even still a 2 GB memory card still inserted in the slot, so that was really nice. So I found one, I finally got one, and that, as far as I'm concerned, because again, I kind of ignore the Portal, or whatever they call it, for the PS5. This was the last one, as far as the PlayStation Sony hardware, that I needed in my collection, and I finally found one today. I'm very happy about that, and I'm hoping to be able to stream some games off of this here in the future. So I'm very happy about that. When I bought this, I left the booth, and I came back around, just making my rounds, about 2 hours or so later. And the gentleman that sold it to me, he says, "Hey, you're the one that bought the PSP, right?" I said, "Yes, sir, I am." He goes, "Well, there was something else that I meant to give you with that, because, I mean, it also had the charging cord also. But he said, here you go. the case was supposed to go with that, and I forgot to give it to you when I sold this to you. So now that you're back around, make sure you take this with you. So threw that case in for me as well, so I appreciated that. So of course, now that I have yet another console, more hardware to buy and collect games for, I of course had to get some PSP games to play on the thing. So we got a few. I had several on my list, and I found a couple of them. There was one specific one that I wanted to come away with today, and no matter where I looked, I could not find it. The one that I really, really, truly wanted, I wanted to get Metal Gear Solid Portable Ops, because I have a plan for the Metal Gear series coming up probably about when Delta drops in August. But no matter where I went, no matter where I looked, I could not find it anywhere. I found Portable Ops Plus all day long, but from what I understand, it's like a completely different game. So I don't want that one. I want the one with the story that's supposed to go and coincide with everything. But found that one. I found Acid 1 and 2. I found there's another one. I found Peace Walker even once, but could not find Portable Ops. So I struck out on that one today. But I came away with Killzone Liberation, this one, complete in box. I've never played any of the main console Killzones, still haven't. But when I bought my Vita, I was looking for games to buy to play on the thing, and I got Killzone Mercenary. It's the first and only Killzone I've played still up to this point, and I enjoyed that one. I'm going to have to look into the other console Killzones at some point, but figure for a couple bucks, I'll scoop this one up on the PSP, and I'll give this one a try too. So we got Killzone Liberation. I also got, I don't know if this one's any good or not, but we've got Untold Legends, Brotherhood of the Blade. Looking at the back of it, it sort of reminds me of like some kind of a RPG dungeon crawler kind of thing, kind of like one of my favorite games on the PS2, Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance. I don't know. This might not be anywhere close to that. I have no idea. Never heard of it, but I decided to grab this one as well. This one also, complete in box, good to go there. I am interested to try that one. Some time ago, I played through all the Resistance games. I did the entire Resistance saga, but the PSP Resistance game, Retribution, since I didn't have the PSP, I bought the digital version on the PS4. Well, now that I have the PSP, I had to add Retribution to the collection as well. This would have been the final Resistance that I needed for all 5 of them. So I have the entire collection now in a physical form, complete in box. So I'm happy about that. So now, that completes the entire Resistance series for me there. And speaking of completing series, I had mentioned the Jak and Daxter series just a few minutes ago. The PSP had the spin-off, Daxter. So as far as I know, when I was looking this one up, this one takes place right around the time of the second game. And I think the story of this one is canon. I don't know that for 100% fact, but I believe it is from what I understand. But it's just Daxter, I believe, on his own. And so this then completes the entire Jak and Daxter series for me. And so I'll have all 6 of those, and I will be able to do that full series playthrough at some point. So, complete in box as well. So we got Daxter, which completes the Jak and Daxter series. And finally, the final game on the PSP, and the final pickup that I have to show you. I was a huge Twisted Metal fan growing up. Twisted Metal 2 is one of my favorite games of my childhood. And so here's one that I've never played, but I'm interested to give it a shot. It's Twisted Metal Head-On for the PSP. From what I understand, they did another version of this on the PS2, and I think may even be the preferred version to play. But, well, again, I needed PSP games. I needed to start that collection, and I needed something to play on it. I figure I'll give Twisted Metal Head On a shot. So this one also complete in box. So I don't know right offhand how many that is. I think it's like 16 games or something like that. So yeah, I spent way too much, and I've even drugged this on quite a long time. I apologize for that, but there was a lot. There was a lot to it. I had a lot of fun. Hopefully they will do this event in Sandusky again next year. I would love to go again next year if they do decide to do that. I had a lot of fun. I spent a lot of money, but I got to add a lot of things to my collection. Many of these were on my list. I stuck to my list pretty well today, with the exception of maybe 3 of these or something. So that's going to be it for me, and that was my experience at TORG Gamers Market, and that's it for this video. If you liked it, hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, so you don't miss out on any more gaming content coming to the channel, whether it's more retro game hunting, retro game unboxings, live stream replays, which, speaking of my live streams, you can check me out on Twitch every Tuesday and Thursday night, 11:30 p.m. start time. There's a link in the description box below. I play all types of different games over there, but the replays come here to the YouTube channel, and or whatever else it is that I decide to do content-wise for the channel. So I appreciate you checking this out. Again, I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I guess that's it for me. I am D. I'm the Grim Gamer, and I will catch y'all next time.